फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and welcome to Cricket Next. मैं हूं सौम्य कपूर and India have had a brilliant day in this first test. They have put up 421 for 7 at the end of second day, taking a lead of 175 against England. We'll talk more about India's batting, Ravindra Jadeja's contribution, KL Rahul's 50, and a lot more. I have with me Jamie Alter, Chetan Narula, and Vineet Ramakrishnan joining me from Hyderabad. Cricket Next. Vineet, I'll start with you first. What do you make of this whole day? एक अच्छा दिन गया इंडिया के लिए, एक बड़ी लीड है. The pitch has started to show its magic at the end of the day. What do you make of?
What do I make of the day? Short and simple, imperious KL Rahul, listless England performance, and on expected lines, India have put themselves in a position where it's near impossible for them to lose now. And again, and two wasted chances as well. Yashasvi Jaiswal getting out of the first over of the day, and Shubman Gill not really in the best of nicks recently. Very tentative knock again, very nothing short there. Shreyas Iyer surprisingly was troubled by the spinners again. Opportunity wasted, 35 runs. He could have went ahead and scored runs. This was a very listless England bowling attack. We all were thinking that Dakrish ko kyun nahi bowl kara rahe hain. Jiten Patel, the bowling coach, eventually gave the reason for that he had some issues with his knee. He took a bump in his knee yesterday, today as well. So one of the reasons why you did not see him bowling too much. And to finish off, I'll just say, look, Joe Root bowled the first over of the day. He produced a wicket. He almost produced a wicket of KL Rahul as well. Just baffling that this guy was not bowled yesterday. And despite his first over, सिर्फ 4 ओवर यार आज कराए, उसके बाद you went back to Tom Hartley and Rehan Ahmed, really baffling.
Yeah, true. Jamie, what do you make of this? I'm a bit disappointed with Indian batters. There were chances where they could have gone on to score big ones, but someone like Yashasvi Jaiswal, yeah, that was good catch. That was just a miscued stroke, but KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, I'm missing out big ones. What do you have to say? I'm really disappointed.
I mean, look, they've shut England out of the match. England cannot win this match. You've got a lead of 175. You're going to extend that lead, I think, without much trouble to 225, 250. So you've done the job to win the match. But of every single wicket to fall today, not one was earned by an England bowler, right? Add on Rohit Sharma yesterday, not one wicket has been earned, right? Rohit Sharma, terrible shot. Yashasvi Jaiswal, overconfident shot. Shreyas Iyer, awful shot. Shubman Gill, awful shot. KL Rahul, awful shot. But the bigger picture is India have done enough to shut England out of this match. But are you going to get a better chance to get 100? Not really. This is probably the worst England spin bowling attack ever to come to India, at least in the last 3 decades. I was looking at the 93 squad, that was equally bad when they were brownwashed 3-0, Yahan pe kya hai ki someone like a Shubman Gill, right? Does he deserve to bat at number 3 the way he's playing? I don't think so, right? Tom Hartley's bowling low full tosses on the pads, and Ben Duckett was stuck there like 10 minutes before, and you managed to find him? Big problem. Shreyas Iyer, I mean, you didn't have 135 to your name, my friend. You had 35. 10 minutes into a new session, you're finding the one fielder at cow corner. To my mind, inexcusable. Keep your swag, keep your 2 solitaires in your ear. You're batting on 35, right? Your place is not locked down here, right? Okay, KL Rahul got a half tracker on any day that should have gone in the stands, but you pick it out. So of course they'll be disappointed, but it's strange because they've all combined to put India in a very dominant position. But then आप देखो कि रविंद्र जडेजा किस तरह से बैटिंग करते हैं. भाई ऐसी बैटिंग है, अग्रेशन दिखाई दिया, फुटवर्क दिखाई दिया, पुल शॉट दिखाई दिया, लेकिन डिफेंस भी दिखाई दिया. So it's very tough to be harsh on these guys, but Virat Kohli comes back, one guy is going to have to make way, So it's a very, very thin line now for someone like a Shubman Gill who played an atrocious shot, and then Shreyas Iyer. It's all fine. Like somehow you managed to see off Mark Wood. But was it Rehan Ahmed's second over of this session? Did you have to go for a
Third over of
six?
the session. Yeah, third over of the session.
But do you have, like, how many batsmen who are not locked in have the audacity to be caught at cow corner minutes into a session? Very, very, like, I'm very appalled at the approach of these guys, who've not. And this just reminds you of the value of Virat Kohli. We can go on about his dipping batting average. He doesn't hit sixes in Test match cricket until he's got 200 to his name, and that value, unfortunately, your Gills and Jaiswals and Rahuls and Ayers, they're lacking that right now.
Yeah. And you rightly mentioned, this was a good chance of scoring 100. But Jamie, ये chance हर बार नहीं मिलेगा. And if you're in a tricky situation, then what? You play this kind of a, that's sort of the mind setup. I mean, temperament is also an issue here.
But that's it. Now, why are India playing baseball? Let baseball play baseball. तुमको क्या जल्दी है? Why are you playing baseball?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Chetan bhai, I'll come to you for Shubman Gill. I mean, what is exactly wrong with him? I mean, he had a chance. He was there. He was ठीक है, थोड़ा कल defensive खेल रहे थे. I understand he was looking to just get settled down. आज भी वही कर लेते. पहले ही सेशन तो था.
देखो, अगर आप मुझसे पूछ रहे हो what is wrong with him, there's nothing wrong with him. He did all the hard work. He played well. जैसे जडेजा ने अपनी पूरी इनिंग्स में बैटिंग की है, वैसे ही उन्होंने भी बैटिंग की थी. उन्होंने एक अग्रेसिव शॉट खेला और he was like out. मतलब जैसे ही वो बॉल थी, उस पर शॉट खेलना बनता ही था. बहुत देर तक उन्होंने अपनी नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट्स जो है वो कर्व करके रखी हुई थी. एक शॉट उन्होंने हवा में मारा, बेन स्टोक्स को दिखाई नहीं दिया. उन्होंने अपना स्पेक्स पीछे पहने हुए थे आंखों की बजाय. So every time he tried to attack, every time he tried to look positive, it did not work for him. So I can't really point a finger as to what is wrong. Problem पता क्या है? जैसे जेमी ने कहा कि they all contributed to make this a 400 score. तो मुझे पता है ना, मतलब इंडियन ड्रेसिंग रूम में तो यही बात हो रही होगी. Oh, boys played well, we got 400 on the board. चलो आगे बढ़ो. जिस तरीके से आपने शॉट्स खेलकर आउट हुए हो, this should not have been 421 for 7. This should have been 400 for 4. At best. So, मतलब, I don't know. There have been worse pitches. यार, मतलब पिछले 3 साल में 4 साल में बहुत गंदी पिचेस बनाई गई हैं. This has been an exceptional pitch, जिसपे आपको टर्न भी मिल रहा है, जिसपे जो ओवरसीज के स्पिनर्स हैं वो घंटा कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे.
Yeah.
And you have thrown it away on this pitch. Shreyas Iyer, I was horrified. 10 मिनट हुए हैं, जैसे जेमी ने कहा, 10 मिनट हुए थे उस सेशन में. आप किस लिए वो शॉट खेल रहे हो?
Exactly.
He needs to be dropped, to be honest. The kind of swagger that he talks. मेरे को शॉर्ट बॉल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मार्कवुड ने 11 ओवर कराया, 11 में से 7 ओवर वो शॉर्ट बॉल ही कराता रहा यार. He got so carried away कि वो केएल राहुल को शॉर्ट बॉल कराना शुरू हो गया. मतलब सिर्फ श्रेयस अय्यर को कराओ ना, केएल राहुल तो खेल सकता है शॉर्ट बॉल. उनको शॉर्ट बॉल का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उनको विकेट पे रहने का आदत नहीं है, उनको हर बॉल पे रन बनाना है, उनको अटैकिंग क्रिकेट खेलना है. मतलब ठीक है, I mean, if that's going to be the case, then you're going to keep on scoring 30s. I don't know. Is his spot fixed in the side? I don't know. Because see, the thing is, जब विराट कोहली वापस आएंगे तो assuming कि इंडिया ये 5 बॉलर ही खिलाएगा, मेरे हिसाब से तो नहीं खिलाने बनते. लेकिन क्योंकि मोहम्मद सिराज सेकंड इनिंग्स में कल क्या करने वाले हैं?
Exactly.
कल क्या करने वाले हैं मोहम्मद सिराज सेकंड इनिंग्स में? कुछ नहीं. एक ओवर मिल जाए बहुत बड़ी बात है. मेरे ख्याल से तो अपने बॉलिंग स्पाइक्स भी नहीं लेके आएंगे कल. So the point here is कि जब कोहली वापस आएंगे तब आपको एक डिसीजन लेना है. अगर आप 5 बॉलर खिला रहे हो तो आपको एक बल्लेबाज हटाना है. केएल राहुल तो कीप नहीं करने वाले ना. आप किसको हटाओगे? क्योंकि अगर आप नंबर 3 से शुभमन गिल को हटाओगे तो नंबर 3 पे कौन बैटिंग करेगा? श्रेयस अय्यर, जो नंबर 5 पे ढंग से नहीं खेल सकते हैं, जो नंबर 5 पे अटैकिंग कर रहे हैं, क्या वो 3 पे बैटिंग करेंगे? या आप केएल राहुल को नंबर 3 पे ले जाओगे? तो फिर उनको ओपनर से क्यों हटाया? What sense does that make? केएल राहुल को केएल राहुल तो खुद मना कर देंगे, यार मैं नंबर 3 पे क्यों खेलूं जब मैं ओपनिंग से नीचे आया हूं, क्या नंबर 3 पे खेलने के लिए आया हूं? सो यू आर, जो राहुल इतनी फ्री होके अब रन बना रहा है, वो फिर उस माइंडसेट में चला जाएगा. सो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी एन इजी डिसीजन. ये कहना बहुत आसान है कि गिल को ड्रॉप कर देंगे. गिल इज योर गोल्डन बॉय फॉर द फ्यूचर. आप उनको 4 टेस्ट मैच खिला के ड्रॉप कर दोगे नंबर 3 से? नहीं यार, दैट एक्सपेरिमेंट हैज टू टेक अ बिट लॉन्ग. सो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी एन इजी डिसीजन. I don't know what that decision is going to be. I hope Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer, उनके पास, I don't think उनके पास 3 innings है. I think 1 inning और है उनके पास. They need to come good. We don't know कि वाइजैक में क्या पिच होने वाली है, but still. So yeah, from that perspective, very very disappointing. Very disappointing. Again, ये commentary पे भी बात हो रही थी. मैंने ये चीज कही तो मेरे पे हंसने लग गए कि यार 400 रन तो बना दिए, और क्या चाहिए? You have to look at the shot selection.
Yes,
400 रन आपके किसने बनाए हैं? आपको रविंद्र जडेजा बना कर दे गया. Are you telling me कि विराट कोहली की एब्सेंस में 3 लोग हाफ सेंचुरी बनाएंगे, उसमें से एक रविंद्र जडेजा होंगे? Are you serious? Against this bowling lineup, जैक लीच से बॉल टर्न नहीं हुआ. हार्टली तो छोड़ ही दो. रेहान 2 उसने मुश्किल से 3 गुगलीज कराई होंगी जिन्होंने बैट्समैन को प्रॉब्लम दी. एंड जो रूट ने अच्छी बॉलिंग की, लेकिन वो जो रूट को बॉलिंग कराना ही नहीं चाहते. मार्कवुड ने एक बॉल ऐसी नहीं कराई, मतलब श्रेयस और केएल राहुल को, जो ऑफ स्टंप को हिट कर रही हो. सारी शॉट इस बॉलिंग अटैक के अगेंस्ट आप खुद आउट हो गए. सो लाइक आई सेड, दे शुड हैव बीन 400 फॉर 4. बट 400 फॉर 7 है तो कोई कुछ कहेगा नहीं, बिकॉज यार 400 रन तो बन गए ना, 175 की तो लीड आ गई ना, कल मैच खत्म हो तो जाएगा ना. सो yeah, it was to me it was a disappointing batting performance.
And बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हो, क्योंकि ये टेम्परामेंट है जो हम बाहर जाते हैं, WTC फाइनल कहीं और खेलते हैं and we just fumble. So यही प्रॉब्लम है. But Vineet, you just talked about Ravindra Jadeja, how good a knock that was. अक्षर पटेल पे भी आऊंगा, but Ravindra Jadeja, how impressed are you watching it from very close quarters?
So look, there is a reason why he's been averaging over 40 in the last 1 year, 2 years. There's a reason for that. He understands the value of his wicket. Everybody is talking about apne wicket ka value. He's understanding that and he's playing that. And this was a knock where, as Jamie mentioned, it was a mixture of counter-attack plus defense. He was, again, there were a couple of shots that he went aerial, but otherwise he was just playing the ball in spirit. And उनके दिमाग में आइडिया था. एंड वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट थिंग फॉर मी वाज द रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स विद श्रीकार भरत. दैट पुट अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन इंग्लैंड गाइस. दैट गुड फेस था, दैट 60 run partnership was good. And how impressed I am looking, he's always an impressive player, isn't it? This was the kind of Ravindra Jadeja we were talking about. यार ऑलराउंडर हो तो ऐसा होना चाहिए. रिमेंबर जेमी एंड मी, वी टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस सम 3-4 years बैक. यार जडेजा क्या ही कर रहा है. जडेजा का वन टाइम पे वी वर थिंकिंग जडेजा का वैल्यू कैसा, बॉलिंग करता है यार, बैटिंग तो कर नहीं रहा है. ही थ्रू अवे हिज विकेट. नाउ ही इज नॉट डूइंग दैट. ही इज प्लेइंग अ वेरी मैच्योर्ड नॉक. He is coming ahead of Shrikar Bharat. There was a reason why he was he's coming ahead of Shrikar Bharat, and that's, you saw that here. Very mature knock, yaar. I mean, quite impressive. And look, Bodagaskar Trophy also, along with Axar Patel, he was one of the key players with the bat. Here also, he proves to be a key player. It is also a slap in the face for the other guys who, threw their wickets away. Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, those whatever runs, 80 odd runs that Ravindra Jadeja had scored, that should have come from Shreyas Iyer's bat or a Shubman Gill's bat. Even KL Rahul, for that matter, he should have got ahead and scored a daddy 100. It was that kind of bowling attack. The pitch was good to bat on. I mean, slight turn and everything wo hai hi hai. But Jadeja is proving your worth. I mean, undroppable guy has been with this bowling. Batting se bhi ho raha hai. Very impressive.
Yeah. Jamie, your thoughts about Jadeja's batting today?
Like I said, he's been doing this now for the better part of 5 years. एक time पे 2016-17 की बात है, Jadeja would come and do this and then he'd get out, But he's obviously matured a lot, and I think it's full testament to his skill. Skill was not in doubt, but maybe he didn't have a fixed role. Maybe it took Virat Kohli and Shastri to sit him down and say, "Bhai, tera ye kaam hai." Always been a fantastic bowler. I mean, since we've seen him in Test cricket, he's been beating the best in the business, खासकर India में. But his batting was like, ये क्या करता है ये? चलो ये 30 मार सकता है, 50 मार सकता है. But something changed in 2018, and then he started getting hundreds and big hundreds. 175 against Sri Lanka. So he just seems to be one of those rare players जिसको पता है कि भाई टेस्ट क्रिकेट इंडिया में एटलीस्ट कैसा खेलना चाहिए. And for someone who bowls a lot of overs, for someone who despite surgery is still one of the best outfielders, I mean, look at the throw. The guy missed the stumps and he hit KS Bharat's shoulder, you know. So he's just, and I've said this more than any other player in this Indian team, जब ये बंदा टीम से बाहर होता है इंजरी के कारण, टीम की ठाएं ठाएं फिस हो जाती है. They don't. He's the first name on the team sheet. Is Ravindra Jadeja for a reason. And so am I impressed? Yeah, but I mean, he's done nothing more or less than what he's been doing for the last 5 years. He could be 135 not out. And this is how you play. If anyone wants to know how to bat in India, look no further than this man, Ravindra Jadeja.
True. Okay, on that note, Chetan bhai, KS Bharat ने भी 41 रन बनाए, important contribution, but जो रूट के अगेंस्ट वो कहीं ना कहीं shaky दिख रहे थे. How do you sum up his batting? I would ask you.
Not impressed. Not impressed at all. ये बंदा 119 रन बनाकर आ रहा है यहाँ पे, उससे जो रूट की ऑफ स्पिन नहीं चली जा रही. India has to look beyond Shikhar Bharat at some point. इस सीरीज में स्पिन काफी रहेगी तो maybe he's playing because of that. I'm just being honest. I'm not impressed with this guy.
Okay.
You can't struggle against Joe Root on this pitch. I mean, KL Rahul was also struggling, but then he overcame it. He scored those runs. वो fluency थी. इनमें वो मेरे को fluency नहीं दिखाई देती. He's a very, very limited batsman. We just have to see when Rishabh Pant comes back. If Rishabh Pant comes back to keeping and all, obviously he's not going to have a spot. But if that doesn't happen, who do we have? It's just a matter of one keeper finding his spot and making that spot his own. So I don't think Shikhar Bharat ka there's a long-term future. I'm sorry to say that. It's just how it is. You can't struggle against Joe Root on home soil, yaar.
True. Okay, let's quickly move on to the comments now because I'm getting a lot of them. Can I have the first one, please? Okay, Chetan, is Gill underconfident because of bad form or something else is lacking?
No, there is definitely lacking. एक तो वो जो बॉल रुक कर आती है वो उतना कॉन्फिडेंस से नहीं खेलते हैं. दूसरा, अगर आप उनका बैट देखो, मैं यहाँ पे एक्सप्लेन कर नहीं सकता. His bat swing comes from third slip and gully, यार. You know, his bat is not coming down straight. I mean, obviously, एकदम ऐसे straight तो किसी का नहीं आता है, लेकिन कीपर और फर्स्ट स्लिप के बीच में से आना चाहिए आपका बैट, right? His bat is coming like this. तिरछा आता है उनका बैट. So एक तो वो प्रॉब्लम आ रही है उन्हें, and secondly, I think he has a problem with the ball which stops and comes. I don't think he's number 3 for these pitches. I don't think he's number 3 for England pitches or West Indies pitches or South Africa pitches. He's only a top order bat for Australian pitches. So where the bounce is very true and hard. South Africa maybe he could have worked, but it's just the pitches this time were really bad. So underconfident, probably. He hasn't had very good. 12 mahine pehle we were calling him Prince to King Kohli. Right now he's struggling to keep up his spot in not only tests but also in T20s. Yeah. So and this is the reason why I did not want him to be captain in IPL. He has to concentrate on his batting. Abhi wo captaincy karne lag jayenge to fir to ho chuka hai yaar. So I think it's a very tough road ahead for Shubman Gill. मैं ये भी नहीं कहूँगा कि he should go back to Ranji cricket. Ranji cricket is 12 months away. अभी तो वो drop नहीं हो रहे. So this story is going to stretch.
Yeah. But Jimmy, थोड़ा सा इस point को मैं touch करूँगा and I'll like to ask you, अगर इस सीरीज से पहले एक इंडिया ए या एक रणजी ट्रॉफी मैच खेल के आते, थोड़े रन करके आते, तो शायद कॉन्फिडेंस रहता, शायद वो अपनी when you are among the runs, you can be in that zone. Do you think?
Look, I mean, it's convenient to ask these guys to go back and play Ranji, but yaar, they don't find the motivation to. Ranji mein kaun se bowler up? What is it? I understand the value of getting the feel of the red ball conditions, but yaar, Shubman Gill is not going to gain anything from going and playing, for Punjab, especially if he's playing in Punjab. We discussed yesterday the tracks in Punjab. He's made his name in them, but बहुत मुश्किल है. Like Toss was saying, Jaiswal started his career, 8, 9, 10, 12 in UP, and then 12 to 20 he's playing in, Azad Maidan, Cross Maidan. Shubman Gill, abhi it's not I get the point. Like even Kevin Peterson was dissecting his footwork against spin, but I don't know how much of it is technical right now. How much of it is him just not knowing the approach. We talk about intent, we talk about attitude. Is Shubman Gill carried away by the orange cap? I don't know. I hope not. Is he carried away by getting some BCCI CAT award? I don't know. Is he carried away by his social media game? I don't know. But I just think it's not so much technical. It's just he needs to figure out, what is required to succeed. Forget number 3. If he goes back to opening, are the 4 of us confident that kal usko opening bhejenge to wo flow wapas aayega? I don't think so. We've talked about 4, we've talked about 5. I just don't think any number of net sessions or even an India A series will work. He has the skill, every blooming shot in the book, but kahin na kahin soch ya intent ki baat hai, I think. I don't know.
Next one, please. Okay, Vineet, Vyan Singh is saying this is cricket. It's a game of margins. When you are trying to hit the ball and that too on a one spinning track, you miss time. Let's not be harsh. But it's more about the shot selection, I guess.
My question to Ian is, why are you trying to hit every ball?
Exactly.
Why are you trying to hit every ball? There's no need for that. I mean, pick and choose, yeah. As we discussed earlier, the 3rd over into lunch, why do you want to, go on cow corner? Ek banda hai wo bahar. Only guy there. I mean,
Yes,
you have the skill set, you have the caliber to manufacture shots of that ball. कहीं भी मार सकते थे, ठीक है. 1% आप ये कह सकते हैं यार, he should have played straighter or he would have tried to play it straighter. नहीं हुआ, थोड़ा fuller ball था, थोड़ा drag down कर दिया. But my point is, there's no need to do that. As JB mentioned, you're on 35, you're not on 135. Build an innings यार. बैटिंग करने का मजा तो होता है ना टेस्ट क्रिकेट का, वो करो. Why are you trying to hit T20 game? पता नहीं. It was just baffling that shot. ठीक है, if you want to get on top of Rihan Ahmed, आपको pressure में डालना है, you want to get an upper hand, but just does not really make sense. And why not be harsh on them? यार अब cricketers हैं, हमारा काम harsh होना है.
एक चीज बताओ आप, एक चीज बताओ, एक
This is cricket. That's why we're getting harsh. यही आंसर है.
No, that's not the reason we are getting harsh. We are getting harsh because Rohit Sharma mistimed, Yashasvi Jaiswal mistimed, Shubman Gill mistimed, KL Rahul mistimed, Shreyas Iyer mistimed. That's your top 6, yeah.
And KS Bharat also.
KS Bharat, I'm not even counting, yeah. If he's batting below,
but he's there. Now he should be batting at number 6 in a perfect situation. Yeah, every single wicket gifted.
Yeah, but try and understand. I'm not counting on KS Bharat to do anything. If you're batting lower than Ravindra Jadeja, then obviously your batting ability is in question mark. But that's a different debate. My point is
Axar Patel?
Your top 6 batters are throwing away your wickets. Aap keh rahe ho, don't be harsh. It's not a question of 1 or 2. It's a question of your top 6 mistiming and everything and all of that. Chalo, Yashasvi Jaiswal ko 1 minute ke liye side rakh do. 5 out of 6 mistiming. Come on, yaar.
True.
This is the exact reaction they'll be having in that Indian dressing room. कि यार why be harsh? हमारे 400 तो बन गए हैं ना, ठीक है.
Okay, next one, please. Sports fan is saying, will you move KL to number 3 when Virat comes back?
No.
Okay, quick fire on this. Chetan bhai, no. Jamie?
What's the option?
अरे
I'm not playing.
I'm enjoying batting in the middle order. अभी उसको आप number 3 पे भेज दोगे?
Yeah.
So again, to my mind personally, Shubman Gill has to go. That leaves 3 options. Virat Kohli kabhi nahi khelenge 3 pe. Shreyas Iyer, filhal, like we discussed yesterday, you don't want to expose him to the new ball, moving ball. Who's left? KL Rahul. I don't want him to, but I have no option.
Might as well say.
I would just hope the management, tries to convince Kohli to bat at number 3. I don't know. Maybe Indian conditions.
No. I'll tell you why. These, because of the early wickets which have fallen across the last 5-6 years so early, the top batsmen. There's a reason why Steve Smith hasn't batted at 1 down since 2017. There's a reason why post-COVID Joe Root has not batted. These people, inke ego pe lag gaya ke number 3 is my chances of getting out go back. So Virat Kohli kabhi 3 mein nahi aayenge. Only Kane, of these Fab 4, only Kane Williamson number 3 pe aaye. आज तक नंबर 3 पे है, 29 100 है उसके, जिसमें से 27 नंबर 3 से आए. जो रूट, स्टीव स्मिथ, विराट कोहली, क्लासिक केस ऑफ भैया, we're safer at number 4.
True. Okay.
Oh, Steve
Next
Smith is
question.
still opening, right? So still he's taking that risk. He's making that move.
वो अब he wants to prolong it. It's a disastrous move. By the time the Ashes start, he'll be back at number 4. He's a disaster to open. वो नहीं होगा.
Let's see.
Okay. I have an
He's not
interesting
opening.
comment here. I have an interesting comment here from Byan. He's saying pick Patidar for number 3 and rest Siraj because he's hardly going to bowl. Vineet, I'll come to you first.
Option तो है, but I just don't see the point in picking a Patidar for number 3.
अगर आपको पतेदार को पिक करना है तो आप शुभमन गिल के साथ ही परसिस्ट कर लो ना. Why do you have to drop him?
Exactly. शुभमन गिल के साथ ही कर लो यार सीधे.
The form is also a problem. ना? Then अगर form ही नहीं आ रही
ना, you are not under that kind of a pressure where कि यार पाटीदार को लेकर ही आना है, आपको जीतना है.
वही सेम चीज पे आ गए ना आप. मतलब कि you are saying कि भैया ये प्रिंस है किंग कोहली का and you're dropping him after 5 test matches. Sorry boss. आप उसको ड्रॉप कर रहे हो because you still want to play 5 bowlers. That's a different issue. When you're playing 4 bowlers and then dropping Gill, that is a very different issue.
Yeah.
इन दोनों चीजों को मिक्स मत करो.
But at home turf, if he doesn't perform in 4 innings, nice.
4 innings होने तो दो.
But you wouldn't
4 innings होगा नहीं.
drop
He's getting
Gill
1 inning
to
here. He's getting 1 inning
Patidar.
in Visakhapatnam.
है तो home turf ही ना.
I'm saying you wouldn't drop Shubman Gill to pick Patidar. No, I mean I don't think so. That makes much of a sense.
Okay, Prateek saying there's a difference between dropping and benching. The former is definitive and demotivating. The latter tells the player he needs to make adjustments. Gill should be benched for a game or two. Jimmy, your thoughts?
I don't think Indian cricket does benching. No, they outright drop you. I mean, KL Rahul was a walking wicket in the first 2 test matches of the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and he was just told, is it benched? Okay, he wasn't released from the squad, but he was dropped, and then he got injured. So again, if let's put it this way, if Rahul Dravid, India's greatest number 3, Vikram Rathod, average batsman but longest serving batting coach in modern era, if they're not able to sort these guys' problem out, is your next option see the benching? If so, bigger concerns than what we're talking about right now.
Next count, please. Sports fan. Axar bats 2 positions down lower than what potential he has. Chetan bhai, your thoughts?
कहाँ खिलाओगे? नंबर 3 पे भेज दो अक्षर को. Where else will you bat him?
Axar batting low.
That was यार. अश्विन को इतना डिसरिस्पेक्ट मत करो. सिडनी टेस्ट में कौन खड़ा रहा था? वहाँ पे अश्विनी खड़ा रहा था. 5 टेस्ट 100 है उसके. ठीक है, let's not disrespect somebody because Akshar plays a different ball game. Akshar की value बहुत है, not many test teams have a number 9 batter who can save a match for you, win a match for you. Yes, he's good enough to bat higher up, but किसकी जगह खिलाओगे? श्रीकर भरत को number 9 पे खिलाओगे, तो वो बंदा वैसे ही demotivate हो जाएगा. He should be. Axar Patel is not a number 9, obviously, but right now you have other options. So.
Okay, next one, please. Ujjwal, KS Bharat has to find midway. Either he's too defensive or too aggressive. That leads to his downfall. Vineet, what do you have to say?
For me, I'll say KS Bharat. अभी हमने बात किया 116 करके आए हैं वो. But the thing here is he is somebody with limited skill set. To play at the test level, आपको एक confidence चाहिए होता है. Confidence on your own skill set, and that is what is lacking with him. And that leads that why is that happening is because of that lack of skill set. Too defensive, too aggressive की बात नहीं है. आपने अगर I didn't watch that 116 game in England Lions के against जो खेला था, but apparently he was playing freely. अब वही वाला free cricket वो यहाँ क्यों नहीं खेल पा रहे हैं? Because it's a different ball game. It's test cricket. एक step up वो होता है. I don't think Shrikar Bharat has that step up level. It's like I'll go back to Subramanian Badrinath, scored truckloads of run for domestic cricket, finally got picked for West Indies. उनके 2 innings आपने देखे, like boss, this guy is not cut out for test cricket. Something similar is there with Shrikar Bharat. Keeping के basis पे है, and look, the point here is he's just filling the spot till the time Pant returns. It's as simple as that. Let's not read too much into.
एक सवाल का जवाब दो. आप सबने देखा, कहीं से लग रहा था कि बंदा पिछले इनिंग्स में 119 रन बना के आया है, 5 घंटे बैटिंग करके.
नहीं लग रहा था, बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा था. And to add on to that previous question, आपको नंबर 9 पे करना है, भरत को नंबर 9 पे कर लो. जडेजा अक्सर, अश्विन या जडेजा अश्विन अक्सर, ऐसा करके नंबर 9 पे कर लो. Going back to the days of Syed Karmani when he used to bat at number 10.
Yeah, I mean you can bat Shikhar Bharat at number 9. There would be no harm in it. मेरा बिलीफ ये है कि आपका जो कीपर बैटर है ना, वो he should be a, and it's not because of Rishabh Pant. I'm just thinking, it's changed. You don't have a keeper batter anymore. You have a batter who's a
batter keeper. Yeah.
And also
it's an unfair comparison. We tend to compare Shrikar Bharat's skill set to what Pant has shown you or what Pant is.
No. I'm not comparing, obviously.
No. So not us, but general comparison, so to speak.
Shrikar Bharat is playing again वही same चीज है because of the keeping ability, and if he had not scored that 100 in his last innings, would he be playing this match? I am not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Next one, please. How do you rate Stokes' captaincy in the first innings, Jamie?
I mean, look, I think all the blunders came yesterday when he burnt. I mean, I was seeing a stat somewhere. Only one time as a captain, it was Jason Holder in that first series after COVID, blew 3 reviews in quicker time. I mean, that's still Jason Holder. No one's calling him a great test cricketer. This is apparently Ben Stokes, the man who's going to lead England, I don't know, to global domination someday. Burning 3 reviews in 13 overs. That is, I wouldn't do that as Vineet. I wouldn't do that, And then Tom Hartley, I think we discussed, I won't repeat myself, but bowling Tom Hartley for that long, not bowling Jack Leach. I've not watched Ben Stokes every single test captaincy, but I'm going to say this is his worst test as a leader.
No, but Jack Leach had a problem. If you can just repeat that again, please.
Yeah. So Jiten Patel, the bowling coach who came to the post-day presser, mentioned that Jack Leach had an issue with his knee. He had bumped his knee yesterday, today also, and he has a big chip there. So he was not able to bowl that freely. Probably the reason why you saw Jack Leach bowling 2 overs in the first session, 7 in the second, another 7 probably in the third session. So yeah, that way I think they were hampered. But then again, persisting with Hartley, you should have given longer spells to Joe Root. Joe Root इतना बढ़िया bowling कर रहे थे, like better of the lot. You still were trying to use him, or you were using him in short bursts. You were not giving him longer spells. Hartley के पास मिले थे longer spells. I mean, it should have been Root and Rehan Ahmed, not Hartley. Hartley bowled 23 overs. Shouldn't have bowled those overs.
Okay. Next one, please. Next comment, please. Harsh, what is the curious case of Ishan Kishan did not play today's Ranji match? Chetan bhai, would you like to take that?
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm busy over there. So.
No, Ishan is not playing this game. He hasn't made himself available for the Ranji game, the ongoing Ranji game. Kumar Prasad has been replaced by a keeper called Pankaj Kumar. And Nazim is keeping wickets for Jharkhand. Okay, next one. Sports fan, what do you make of Leach bowling as many overs as Hartley? We have explained that, at length, sports fan. Leach has bumped his knee. The next one, please. Okay, 5-0 loading. Jamie.
Long way to go. But yeah, on the basis of 2 days, and the lack of spin bowling options is going to be very, very tough right now to say. But again, it's cricket. It's a beautiful game. It's a very strange game. But I understand where this nameless person's confidence is coming from. Yeah.
Okay. Sony is saying once Rishabh comes back in team, Shreyas' career will be over. He's taking things for granted. Vineet, your thoughts? Like, I would like to ask all of you.
Bharat hoga na? It's a direct replacement. Bharat hoga. Shreyas Iyer to yaar, it's not that कि Pant वापस आएगा तो his career will be over. If he's taking things for granted, like today's innings, his career वैसे भी over होगा. It's not just because Rishabh Pant वापस आ रहे हैं, वो वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएगा. There's a talk about, I mean, we are talking about this only, like विराट कोहली का कौन replacement होगा, शुभमन गिल. Like there were 3 options. शुभमन गिल बैठेंगे या KL राहुल बैठेंगे या आपके अय्यर बैठेंगे, राहुल नहीं बैठेंगे बिकॉज भरत वो कीपिंग नहीं करेंगे। राहुल ने 86 मार दिए हैं, pretty much cemented the position। अब बात आती है शुभमन गिल और अय्यर पे। इट कुड वेरी वेल बी अय्यर आल्सो एंड शुभमन गिल पे आप परसिस्ट कर लोगे नंबर 3 पे, हो भी सकता है वो चीज।
Jimmy, your thoughts?
No connection between Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant. I mean, yeah, there's no connection. It's a keeper for a keeper.
Probably he means, in the squad. He's talking about the squad.
But a keeper replaces a keeper. So, I mean, yeah, not a batsman.
Okay, last one from Ujjwal. Chetan bhai, he's saying this is a test match. Teams are allowed to have... yeah.
See, actually, there is merit in what he's saying.
Okay.
For Virat, that's assuming ki Shubman Gill comes good at 3 or there is somebody else at 3. 4 Virat, 5 Rahul, 6 pe Rishabh Pant. That allows you to play 5 bowlers. So because India is not going to go with 1 pacer and 3 spinners.
But again, that's not because Pant would be back in the 11. It's not because of that, right?
It is because of that.
That is because of Rahul's been doing better than Shreyas Iyer.
So but Pant comes back, so that option goes out. Agar aap overseas khel rahe ho, then Rahul can keep. Once Pant comes back, you have to choose between Rahul and Shreyas Iyer as your middle order bat. That is assuming ki Pant is going to keep, and he becomes your keeper.
Yeah.
Across formats.
I guess also, Pant comes in.
It's a question for the future, but ठीक है, you guys can disagree, but I just saw a little bit of merit in what he said.
Okay. Last one from Ujjwal. Chan bhai, आपसे पूछूंगा ये. This is a test match. Teams are allowed to have few quiet overs. अरे भैया 4 दिन पड़े हुए हैं. Hurt England mentally and baffling. I mean, he is talking about the kind of shots that the Indian batters played.
That's his opinion.
I love those reactions. Okay, Subhash Marti, who is the best keeper batter in Ranji circuit? Has anyone watched Jurel in a first-class match? Vineet, if you want to take that.
Yeah, I haven't watched Jurel in a first-class game, and apart from others, Jurel ही लग रहा है मेरे को, और तो I can't see कि उस level पे अभी तक कोई आ रहा है. Shrikar Bharat has been playing Ranji the most recently, and he's your best keeper. उसके बाद Jurel is up and coming. I think there's one Saurashtra keeper also. I think
in India.
It's too early to say. I think there's one Saurashtra keeper here, if I'm not wrong, who's been scoring runs in the domestic circuit for 3-4 years. But then again, us level pe hai ki nahi, plays for Saurashtra, primarily, plays against weaker teams. Runs wahan pe aate hain. I'm forgetting the name, but there are a few. But age is not on their side. आप उनको उन पे invest करना चाहते हैं नहीं चाहते, that's a management's call. Dhruv Jurel पे नाम आया है again. I mean, they're trying to groom him, right? So not many better keepers.
Shrikar Bharat ka issue is not with the keeping, is with the batting.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that question is invalid, to be honest.
Okay. Indrajit Ghosh is saying, Jamie, why is team having KS at 7? Well, when India will benefit with Axar and the way he is batting.
Yeah, we just discussed this. If KS Bharat is going to bat this way and Axar is going to bat that way, you may as well use Axar Patel higher up the order. It wouldn't be the first keeper to bat. Even forget Kirmani, even in the last 15-20 years, there have been certain keepers who bat at 9 because their skill is not that great. But again, can any other team boast a number 9 in these conditions than Axar Patel? Jo chal raha hai, usko chalne do. The guy walks out at number 9 with 400 on the board. That's one of the most demotivating things for a touring side. So, yeah.
Okay, this is the last one, and I am going to take this. So, Sony is saying, so what is the standard of Ranji batter scoring 300 in just 160 balls? What is this? So that's a plate game. Anmay Agrawal scoring 100 against Arunachal Pradesh is playing for Hyderabad. That's a plate game. वो plate teams. All due respect to Arunachal. Yeah, I mean, and उसके अलावा राहुल सिंह गहलोत ने
एक सेकंड, आप कह रहे हो कि that's a plate game, ठीक है, that's all very fine. जब सरफराज बनाता है 1000 रन, तब आप क्यों नहीं कहते कि वो है? तो खेल तो वो रणजी रहा है ना.
That is what I'm saying.
Ranji ही रहा है. So that is what. No, let's answer this properly. What is the standard of Ranji? आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि जब कोई भी रणजी की टीम होती है, चाहे वो मुंबई हो चाहे कोई हो, सारी टीमों के सारे बॉलर बहुत बढ़िया नहीं होते हैं. और जैसे जैसे टीम्स का नीचे ग्रेड गिरता जाएगा, अरुणाचल ऑब्वियसली इज इन द प्लेट, तो उनके बॉलर्स की क्वालिटी बहुत बढ़िया नहीं होगी, विच इज वाई कोई भी अगर पहाड़ लगा देता है ना रन्स के रणजी में, दैट अलोन कैन नॉट बी अ पैरामीटर फॉर हिज सिलेक्शन टू द इंडियन टीम। आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि वो इंडिया ए में कैसा खेल रहा है, अगर इंडिया ए ओवरसीज जा रही है वहां पे कैसा खेल रहा है, वो आईपीएल में जहां 5 में से 3 आपको इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड के ओवरसीज बॉलर्स मिलेंगे, उनके अगेंस्ट उसका टेम्परमेंट और एबिलिटी कैसा है। दैट टेल्स यू अ लॉट मोर देन जस्ट कि अगर कोई हजार रन बनाए जा रहा है रणजी ट्रॉफी के अंदर। सो स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ रणजी इज ओके। आप हर फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट में चले जाओ, इंग्लैंड के फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट के सेकंड डिवीजन में जाके देखो, वहां पे भी यही हो रहा है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया के सेकंड डिवीजन में जाके देखो, वहां भी यही हो रहा है। श्रीलंका, साउथ अफ्रीका, आप किसी भी कंट्री में चले जाओ, जैसे जैसे आप नीचे जाते जाओगे वो लेवल वही है। वो जो क्रीम निकल कर आती है ऊपर, दैट इज वेयर योर इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर्स कम फ्रॉम। सो देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग विद रणजी, तो दिस इज नथिंग आउट ऑफ द ब्लू, बट ये चीज समझनी जरूरी है when a case like Sarfaraz comes ahead. Okay, I hope I made it clear.
Yeah, okay. Coming back to the India game, India are in a good position. We just hope they stretch the lead. Ravindra Jadeja gets to a big one because I jinxed it last evening. तो मैं इस बार नहीं बोलूँगा, जयसवाल के लिए मैंने jinx कर दिया था. I just hope he gets to a big one. Axar scores one, and let's wrap the game quickly. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me in this session. Lovely chatting with you as always. Bye bye. Good night. See you soon.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।